Hi, my name's Mike. This is part 3 of We're Not Appointed to Wrath and Rider 1. So now I'm going to speak more about Rider 1. I'll read Revelation chapter 6 from the beginning onwards, and it actually explains who that first rider is as we read it. Let me show you. This is verse 1 onwards. I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the living creatures say in a voice like thunder, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as conqueror, bent on conquest. When the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come." Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth, and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword, so war. When Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. Then I heard what sounded like a voice among the 4 living creatures saying, 2 pounds of wheat for a day's wages, and 6 pounds of barley for a day's wage, and do not damage the oil and the wine. Famine. And this gives away what the first rider is. In verse 7, when the Lamb opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th living creature say, "Come." I looked, and there before me was a pale horse. Its rider was named Death, and Hades was following close behind him. They were given power over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, war, famine. So sword, war is seal 2, famine, seal 3, and plague, seal 1, and by the wild beasts of the earth. So seal 1, I believe, is plague, and I'll tell you more about that. If you look back at the Bible, it was written in Greek, the New Testament that is, because Greek was the common language of the Roman Empire. So authors wrote in Greek, ensuring it could be widely read by all. So if we go back to that Revelation chapter 6, 1-2, about the first rider. So if we break it down, crown in Greek is corona. In Latin, corona as well. Corona, crown. So he's given a crown, corona. And bow in Greek is toxon. Toxon in English is poison. Poison used in an arrow. So putting these two together, I believe that the first rider is a plague or pestilence from what's happened already. And also, if we look back at Luke chapter 1, you see that Jesus said about the signs of the last days. Luke chapter 21, He replied, "Watch out that you are not deceived, for many will come in my name, claiming I am he, and the time draw near. Do not follow them. But when you shall hear of wars," seal 2, "and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not yet." And he said to them, "Nation will rise against nation," seal 2, "great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines," seal 3, "and pestilences," seal 1, "and fearful sights and great signs shall be there from heaven. But before these things, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake," which is also matches seal 5. "And you shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren, and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall be caused to be put to death. And you shall be hated all men for my name's sake." And also verse 25-28. "And there shall be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, upon the earth distress of nations, fear of things coming down upon the earth, and the heavens shaken," seal 6. "And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So it hasn't happened yet, draweth nigh. Anyway, hope that explains it, and I'll leave it there. God bless you all. Bye-bye.